Danny, please stop ignoring me. If you're mad, please talk to me about it. I can't apologize if you don't.
You're such a useless wife. You still don't understand why your husband is upset with you.
You finally responded. So you really are mad over something I did?
Anytime I'm mad, it's because of you. Last night you gave me the same side dish as the day before, didn't you?
Oh, you mean the roasted Brussels sprouts? I figured I should start making side dishes that can be prepared quickly. If I can make them all in one day, I can prepare dinner a lot faster.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Pre-made dishes. You're just trying to find ways to slack off. I'm not gonna have any housewife of mine slack off.
What?
Your husband should be served dishes freshly made. That's what's expected around here. Serving the same dish twice in a row and then also being pre-made is just insulting. Are you that dumb to not know something this obvious?
I'm not slacking off. I just figured that making them all at once would be saving time and energy. Besides, there are some meals that taste better after a few days of marinating.
Shut up. It's all because of me that you're able to live the life you currently have. Who do you think you are to argue with me?
You always say this.
Listen closely. Never do something like this again. Next time this happens, I won't just ignore you. I'll kick you out. Wives are meant to take care of their husbands' needs. What in the world is this lunch? This has the side dishes that we had last night. Did you already forget what I told you last month?
I'm sorry, Danny, but I haven't been feeling good since last night. I just couldn't make any dishes for you this morning.
You're sick. All you do is stay home all day.
Well, you see, it's because I'm pregnant.
Wait, really?
I really didn't feel good, so I went to the hospital today and they told me I was pregnant. They said the sickness is due to that.
Really? I finally get to be a father. Great job, Amy.
I'm glad you're so excited, but could I ask that you help around the house now? I need you to forgive me as I gradually become unable to move around much.
What did you say?
I can't explain how much the morning sickness is affecting me. With how things are gonna be in the future, I think it's best you learn how to do these chores. I'll be really busy with looking after our kid once they're born. It would really help that you could at least take care of yourself.
Don't be stupid. Raising a child and housework is both your responsibility as a mother. Don't be pushing all kinds of work onto me just because you're pregnant.
What?
Those are all duties that are expected of a housewife. I'm not doing a single bit of housework, not now, not ever.
Come on.
You may have some sickness going on, but keep working. I'm not helping in the slightest, but I expect you to give me a cute baby. Oh, by the way, this weekend I'll be out on a trip with some friends.
Wait a minute. Could you cancel those plans? I want you to come with me to the hospital.
Why in the world would I need to go there with you?
The doctor said that the next examination should be with you there as well. So could you please go with me?
There is nothing I can do there. Just say I have work or something.
This is about our child, though. Your plans with friends are more important than that?
Of course they are. I've only known you for 6 years. Compared to the 20 years I've known my friends, that's practically nothing. So don't get in my way.
But, please!
Anyways, I'm going back to work now. I'll forgive this lunch incident because of the pregnancy announcement, but don't think I'll be as forgiving for dinner.
I heard the news. Congrats, Amy. Oh, wow. He told you already? Yeah. He apologized for introducing me to my grandchild. I told him that there's no need to apologize. Such a serious boy. I can't believe this. We still don't know the safeness of this pregnancy yet. He just started announcing it without my permission. What? You still don't know yet? Since he contacted me, I thought it was already stable. I only found out I was pregnant yesterday. I'm still only 4 weeks along. Wait, really? He's so clueless, I swear. I'm sorry, honey. I bet you didn't want others to know just yet. I'm sorry as well. You did nothing wrong, and I'm here complaining to you. No, dear. You have every right to be mad. I'll be sure to tell my son that. I'm sorry that he's so clueless. Kathy, I don't think I can stand this anymore. Will you forgive me if I divorce your son? Divorce? What happened? Is his cluelessness really that bad? I'm sorry. That must be my fault. Please, could you reconsider? You did nothing wrong, Kathy. I just can't handle anymore. He is so cold towards me, and now his own child as well. I can't stand to be with someone this unforgiving as him. What? I've always known that he's a bit old-fashioned with his ideals of marriage, but it's gotten worse. He's so strict on everything, including housework, and if I try to explain that housework is still hard, he gets mad. I was told to be a proper housewife and mother without his help. You're kidding! He's been saying all these horrible things to you? He rejected my request and going to the hospital with me this weekend because hanging out with his friends is way more important. I can't be with this kind of person any longer. How horrible! You know what? I'll go with you this weekend in place of him. I'll drive you there and wait for you in the car the entire time. You do that for me? Of course. But first, I need you to calm down. You have to think about your child and maybe think about the divorce just a bit more. If you still want to get a divorce after that, then rest assured, we will be on your side. Thank you so much. I think I can finally calm down a bit. That's good. I'll see you next week for the appointment. And if you're feeling okay, then maybe we can have some lunch or coffee afterwards.
Hey, are you at my parents' house already?
Yes, I just arrived. Kathy went out of her way to pick me up.
Listen up. This visit is all thanks to my wonderful parents, since your parents are not around anymore. My parents are the one who gave us the okay to visit. You better be grateful for their kindness.
Of course I'm grateful. They saw how much pain I'm in and offered us to go visit them. There is no way I wouldn't be thankful of your parents. I have none of those thoughts towards you, though.
What do you mean you're not grateful for me? A wife should always be grateful of their husband.
I'm not seeing the problem here, as I'm not gonna be your wife for much longer.
What?
I was scared of telling you in person, but I'll say it now. I want a divorce.
Huh? Where is this coming from?
I can't stand you for much longer. I refuse to raise a child with you.
That's ridiculous. How dare you talk, Almighty, when you've been living off of my money, and when you're visiting my parents? Who are you to request a divorce?
It doesn't matter what you think because I'm serious. I've been thinking about this for a while now.
You were thinking about it that much? How is it that you've been thinking about it, but are too stupid to realize where you stand? You'd be homeless if you divorced me.
Speak of homes, our house is about to be deconstructed.
What?
Either way, if I divorce you, we're both gonna be homeless. So that threat means absolutely nothing.
What do you mean deconstructed? What are you talking about?
I think it was an hour after you saw off to work this morning, when the demolition workers came in. To which, after talking with them, I contacted your parents. The Demolists have been sending me pictures of their progress, and have to admit, they're doing a great job. They'll be done by later today.
Hang on. What is going on? What are you doing letting our house get destroyed? Don't tell me that you're going to use the money from the deconstruction to pay for our child's care.
Bingo! You got it in one. The owner of the house was set as your mother, which he gave to me.
What?
I didn't know that the house that we're living in was in the possession of your mother the entire time. What was even more surprising is that you have been living here rent-free. You told me that the rent was $1,000 a month, so that you can only give me $500 a month.
I mean, I can explain.
I'm sure you have much to say, but I'm gonna divorce you either way, so you can save it. Just be sure to sign the document soon. I've already signed my name on it. Your mother will be bringing you the documents to your job later.
Hang on a minute. I don't understand how this is happening. The rent being zero coming to light, my mother approving of destroying the house.
I'm not asking for your understanding. Never mind all that. Just promise you'll sign the divorce papers. I can't stand living with you any longer.
No way. There is no way I'll sign those stupid papers. I don't know what or how you have my parents' support, but I won't forgive this.
That's my line. To have your amazing wife request a divorce, you aren't fit for being a husband or father. Shut up and sign the papers. Your father and I are on Amy's side on this.
What? Mom?
You are so stupid, treating someone who tries their hardest with you with such disrespect. Not only that, but stating that you won't be helping in raising your child. I've heard everything from Amy already.
What? She ratted me out?
Where did I go wrong? I honestly feel sorry for you. I can't even fathom how Amy's late parents feel about all this. A man who can help his wife should hurry up and sign the divorce papers.
What? Come on, Mom, why are you protecting her so much?
Huh?
You should be helping out your son with convincing her to reconsider divorcing me. I know I've been acting high and mighty, but I'll be better from now on. So please reconsider. I need your help too, Mom.
This is beyond convincing her to reconsider. Why don't you understand that?
What?
But fine, I'll give you a chance. You did say you'll behave better. I'm gonna evaluate you to see if you're worth Amy reconsidering.
What kind of evaluation? You gonna grade an apology letter or something?
Just answer the questions I ask. Think about the money I gave you in aid of the birth of your child.
The what?
I gave you the money when you told me the news, didn't I? To use it to aid you guys with your baby. Your father and I gave you $5,000. If you weren't a rotten man, you would have used the money properly, right?
Well, you see...
A rotten man is all words. If you claim to fix your attitude, I would need to make sure of that. So, what did you do with it? What did you use the money I sent you on? Did you even give it to Amy? If you want my help, you better answer.
I'm sorry. I used all the money hanging out with my friends. I paid the gasoline, did some gambling, and bought fishing equipment. I was only planning on using a small portion of it, but it all ended up being used hanging out with them.
I can't believe you! To think that my own son would become this rotten. As you can already guess, you failed. We will be celebrating your divorce.
What?
We will be watching Amy at our house. As long as she is at our house, you better not show your face here. Your father and I will be protecting her and the child in her belly.
Wait, Mom, please give me time to talk to Amy alone.
You don't even deserve that luxury. Your father will be over soon to hand you the divorce papers. I expect you to sign it. If you don't, we will be informing all your colleagues about this.
Come on, Amy. I had no choice to sign the papers. My dad really did come to my job. I only signed it because I was threatened. I don't want to get a divorce.
I don't care. I wanted a divorce. The papers have been safely handed over. Thanks for your cooperation.
You already handed the papers in?
It's best to turn these things as soon as possible.
Please, Amy, don't do this to me. I was looking forward to meeting my child. I'll be better. So please, let's be a family again.
Absolutely not. I just learned about the money your parents gave you. Just thinking about it gets me so mad.
I'll pay it back. You can take it out of my savings.
You owe me way more than that now. I expect money as a consolation for future property, as well as childcare once I give birth.
All of that?
These are the expected things you're supposed to pay.
What's wrong with you? I'm here begging for you, and you show me this kind of attitude? I've lost not only my home, but also the support of my parents because of you. Don't you feel guilty for all this?
Not at all.
Huh?
Oh, that's right. The demolition crew contacted me again. They are almost done with, and will definitely be done by tomorrow.
What? They're almost done? All those memories we created at that house. All your belongings are off to the side. Make sure you pick those up. If not, then it'll all be gone along with the house tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna head out then. I'll let you know more of the details of the money that you owe me soon. If you try to run away, you will not be permitted to see your child and expect to lose all ties cut with your family.
You're joking. That means I'll have to figure something out by today. Do you know if rental truck services will be of any use?
After a few months, I have safely given birth. I can't explain how thankful I am of Kathy and her husband's support. They even went as far as to offer to talk to Danny about the money he owes me, and they managed to get me the better end of a deal. I really can't express how they have helped me out. Even now, they visit the house that I moved out to with my child. They are really wonderful people. On a different note, my ex-husband managed to create a family and make new friends, and gradually became a better person for his other child. Once he lost everything and hit rock bottom, he started to get his act together.
You're awful, Mom. What on earth do you think you're doing? I can't believe you would skip your own daughter's wedding. What? How could you do this to your loving daughter? Because of you, today's wedding was a disaster. Everyone was asking why the mother of the bride didn't show up. The groom and his parents were so mad that they called off the wedding. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Why are you acting like it's someone else's problem? This is all your fault. I managed to get him to postpone it, not cancel it. I can't tell you how many times my father and I had to apologize to him. You're my mother. You can't just skip out on a wedding like that. Take responsibility for screwing it up now. May I ask you who you are? I don't have a daughter. I'm sorry your wedding had to be postponed, but it's none of my business. No matter how much you blame me, I can't help you. Now excuse me. I have nothing to do with this. Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't have a daughter? I am your daughter. You're not my daughter anymore. You abandoned your own mother. Don't say whatever suits your needs. What? Don't tell me you've forgotten. You said you wanted to cut me off and that I should never show my face to you again. When I was laid off from work, the 20-year-old you said that to me. No, that's... It wasn't because of anything I did. It was just a mass layoff due to the economic downturn. But you said to me, I'm ashamed to have a mother who's laid off. When it comes to getting a job, they might drop me if they find out I have an incompetent mother. Your mere presence makes the atmosphere bad. You kicked me out of the house with all kinds of nasty accusations, along with your father. Well? Don't act like a daughter when you kicked me out for your own selfish reasons. I don't care about your wedding. I didn't even reply to your invitation in the first place. And now, You're accusing me of missing it. How unreasonable can you be? It's common sense for a mother to come to her daughter's wedding. I thought you'd come, even though you didn't reply. How arrogant of you. It's been more than 5 years since I kicked you out of the house. Why are you still mad at me for something that happened so long ago? Why don't you just forgive me like it's a statute of limitations? I'll never forgive you. I liked my former company very much, and I was hurt by the layoff. But neither you nor your father have been there for me. On the contrary, you abandoned me for selfish reasons. I don't want to see your cruel, heartless faces. Oh no! So stop blaming me. I'll never attend the postponed wedding either, of course. Please tell that to the groom's family. You're kidding! Wait, I haven't told the groom's family. He's the only son of a very respectful family. I haven't told him about Mom and Dad's divorce because it's too complicated. I'm covering it all up, so I need you to come. I don't give a shit. Well, I'm busy, so if you'll excuse me now. What? I'm doing well at the company I got hired after that. I'm making twice as much a year now, so I'm busy with work. Wait a minute. You're making that much money now? Doubling your annual income is super awesome, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's super awesome. I worked so hard to get back at you guys. And now, I'm enjoying my life so much more. So don't you strangers get in my way of having a good life.
Please, Vivian. Please accept me. I love her from the bottom of my heart.
Huh?
I want to spend the rest of my life with her. So I beg you, please let me see her.
Who are you? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm so sorry. My name is John. I'm your daughter's boyfriend.
Sarah's boyfriend?
I understand why you don't like me, Vivian. I'm a high school graduate, and my job and earnings are average. I'm not your favorite, well-educated, well-paid, good-looking guy, but I love Sarah more than anyone else in the world. So please, don't tear me and Sarah apart.
Me? Tearing you guys apart?
I received a letter from Sarah. She said that you're against our relationship and has taken away her phone. Since we can't contact each other anymore, she says we have no choice but to break up.
What?
But I can't give up on Sarah, and I'm sure she feels the same way. So I beg you, will you accept me and her to be together?
Stop. Let's calm down. You've got it all wrong.
Wrong?
First of all, I didn't tear you and Sarah apart. I didn't know who she was dating in the first place. Sarah and I cut our ties a long time ago.
What do you mean?
I divorced my husband and my daughter chose him. She no longer needed her mother, so she left me.
What?
So, why would I interfere with my daughter's relationship?
Wait a minute. I got a letter from Sarah in her handwriting. She said that because of you, Vivian, we have no choice but to break up. What do you mean by cut ties?
I'm sure it's a lie to get you to leave her. It seems you've been abandoned by my daughter, just like me.
I've been abandoned?
My daughter Sarah had her wedding today. She's getting married to another man. But it seems it's been postponed for some reason. If you don't know about that, then you've been abandoned.
Wait! What do you mean by marriage? We've been seriously in love with each other.
I heard that the man she's marrying is from a very respectful family. I don't mean to speculate, but I think he makes more money than you do.
Does that mean I was being two-timed by her? And then she switched at the last minute? She chose some other guy over me?
Probably.
This is unbelievable. I've been caring about Sarah for a long time. I was going to make her happy. I was determined to get your approval. I worked so hard this whole time.
I'm sorry about my stupid daughter. Even though we've cut off our relationship, she's still my child. I'm very sorry.
No, it's not something for you to apologize for. But, in exchange for an apology, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Oh, what is it?
Well, can you tell me where Sarah's wedding is going to be held? It's postponed, not cancelled, so she's getting married soon, right? I really want to see with my own eyes if she's really going to dump me. Otherwise, I won't be able to give up, even if I wanted to.
If that's the case, there is no problem. I'll take a picture of the invitation and send it to you. Today, we're redoing the wedding that you ruined. I bet you have no idea how hard I worked to get here. I don't want to know, and I don't care. It's your fault for hiding the fact that you and I broke off relations. It's your fault, Mother, for getting bent out of shape for so long. You're a stubborn old hag. I can't expect anything from you. Just leave the congratulatory gift and go home. Huh? I told him and his parents everything. They were mad at me for keeping secrets from them, but I managed to get them to forgive me. So, there's no more seats for you at today's ceremony. Just bring the congratulatory gift and be gone. There's no way I'm bringing a congratulatory gift. Just when I thought the pressure to attend had finally stopped, you keep coming up with nonsense after nonsense. You may be divorced, but you're still my mother. Why can't you at least give me a congratulatory gift? You said your business is going well, and you're making good money. I'll have you pay for the trouble of canceling the last wedding as well. Bring at least $20,000. $20,000? It's the least you can do. You ruined the wedding of a future celebrity. I'm marrying the only son of a prominent family. He's a doctor and makes more than $2 million a year. Our wedding is going to be extravagant. Even if we postpone the wedding, the gorgeousness won't change. Wow, you're marrying a very nice man. If you'd been mature enough to come to the ceremony, I might have been willing to repair our relationship. Now, it's too late for you to charm me. From now on, I swear I'll never see or contact you again for the rest of my life. I'm not going to inform you of the birth of your beautiful grandchildren. That's fine. I'd rather not have a daughter who ruins 2 weddings. Don't say such ominous things. The wedding is today. We've postponed it, apologized to everyone, and now it's finally going to happen. I'm not going to let anything screw it up. I doubt that. Well, I hope the wedding goes out without a hitch. This sucks. The wedding is canceled. Oh my God, why does this always happen to me? I knew it. I guess my prayers were for nothing. My ex just stormed into the ceremony. He started yelling and screaming and acting up. And like you said, Vivian, the wedding was ruined twice. You must have known something. It's weird that your prophecy came true.
Yeah, I know a lot of things. The ex-boyfriend who stormed in, his name is John. That he was a very serious man who loved you very much. But you were two-timing him. And then dumped him selfishly.
What?
He's a very courageous young man. He contacted me directly to beg for my approval, saying, "Please accept me and Sarah. Please don't tear us apart."
Directly from John?
You really are an awful girl, aren't you? You made me the bad one for tearing apart two lovers. You think you can shove whatever you want at your cut-off mother?
Oh no! Wait! How do you know all this? I wrote him a letter and I thought he'd just give up.
He loved you with all his heart, and he just couldn't give up. That's why, even after he found out the truth, he begged me to tell him where the wedding was to be held. He said he couldn't give up until he saw the truth with his own eyes.
And you gave him the information?
Of course I did.
What the hell have you done? You've really ruined everything. The wedding and reception were going so well. But when the MC was telling the story of how we met, the door became wide open. No, that's not right. That story is all wrong. John suddenly burst in and yelled,
"Oh my, he's so youthful in his figure."
"You were dating me back then. That story is all wrong," he said. And he started exposing everything. Do you know how it feels to be exposed for two-timing in the middle of the ceremony? I broke out in a cold sweat and almost collapsed.
I wish you had collapsed already.
The wedding was immediately cancelled. And as you can imagine, the groom and his parents are all pissed off. They told me to get ready to pay the alimony and left.
2 cancelled weddings and a big two-timing blowout. I can't wait to see the bill.
Why are you excited? Your daughter's in trouble. Help me out. Either we convince the groom together, or help me pay the alimony. As my mother, help me with one or the other.
I'm not your mother, so I refuse to help you.
Huh?
I'm an old, miserable mother who got laid off. And you're an embarrassing daughter who's had her engagement broken off at a good age. That's exactly the kind of mother and daughter we are. Well then, let's each do our best to live our lives as embarrassing people. Thank you for sharing the wedding location. Thanks to you, I saw everything with my own eyes. I'm ready to give up on Sarah now. I heard from Sarah that you exposed her two-timing with all your guts. That's why the wedding was cancelled. Yes, I feel so relieved. She deserves to lose the wedding. I feel the same way. But I'm worried about you. She might sue you for compensation in the future, saying the wedding was ruined because of you. I looked into it myself, and there's a big possibility of that. But I'm fine, so don't worry about it. I have the money, so I'm not scared at all, even if they charge me. Is that so? I'm actually investing in real estate as a side job. When I was dating Sarah, it was in the red. But for some reason, after we broke up, it suddenly became profitable. The apartment I own is always fully occupied, and the land I bought on the spur of the moment is rapidly rising in value. Between you and me, I've already made millions. That's amazing. So, if they charge me compensation, I'll pay it gracefully. I don't care about the money. I just wanted to feel better about myself. That's kind of cool. You'll meet someone better than my daughter. Thank you very much. I'll continue to do my best.
Please, give me John's contact information right now. I have to get back together with him right away.
What? You know his contact info, don't you, Sarah? You're his ex-girlfriend after all.
I've lost touch with him. He must have blocked me. I can't reach him on the phone. He's ignoring my messages.
Oh dear.
After all that, I heard that John is a successful real estate investor. So I rushed to ask John for a favor. In exchange for not charging him for the wedding he ruined, I asked him to have dinner with me. He had a big crush on me. I was sure he'd get back together with me.
What a silly idea. And what was the result?
He took me out to dinner, but didn't talk to me at all. I got excited and made reservations at a nice restaurant. I was all dressed up in the clothes I wore on our memorable first date. But he just ate and left. I haven't heard from him since.
And now his reputation is on the rise.
Please, Mom. Will you please help me and get between us? I want to start over with John. I really regret my two-timing.
Liar. You moron, girl. You're never going to regret it anyway. You just want to hurry up and move on because John is successful.
That's not true. I'm really sorry.
I can't let a pure boy like him get any closer to a dirty, filthy bitch.
Huh? A filthy bitch?
I'll never get in between you and him. In fact, I'll call him. I'll tell him that my filthy girl is trying to get back together, so to be careful.
You're kidding. Don't do anything unnecessary.
That's my line. John and I are both doing our best after you abandoned us. We're both making efforts in our own ways and making new paths. Don't you dare meddle in our lives now. I can't deal with you anymore. I'm going to block you now. Take care, Sarah. If you learned your lesson. According to the rumors I heard afterwards, Sarah paid her fiancé $1 million for the cancellation of the wedding and alimony. He's the only son of a very respectful family. I heard that they made her pay in one lump sum in cash without allowing her to ask for payments in installments. And to pay for it, Sarah used up all her savings. She even got down on her knees to a consumer finance company to secure the money. Now, she is working at a strip club to pay back the money. Her father is also helping her to pay off the debt. As for ex-boyfriend John, he is still very successful in his side business. He said that he has to be prepared for any betrayal. So he will continue to work as a businessman in his main job. I pray that he will meet someone wonderful in the future.